Hey guys, welcome back to Vader Tech. This is going to be episode 2 of our 501st Vader build. Today we're going to be diving straight into boots, okay? I try not to make this a very long video. I mean, there's only so much you can really do with boots, right? I did say that there were some parts of this costume that we were going to go cheap on. What I mean by cheap is around $100 or so, you know. Now, these boots are not going to be my final product. This is just to pretty much stay within our budget. Later on, I do plan on changing out the boots to a more accurate leather type boot. With that said, we went pleather just to kind of keep it on the cheaper side of things. Right now, the whole costume has basically been bought. We're just waiting for items to arrive, and I'm showcasing them as they arrive, okay? My budget was around $3,000, so that's pretty much what we spent, around $3,000, okay? We're talking about a high-end costume here, okay? There are some parts, like I said, that I went a little bit on the cheaper side with, and that's just to stay within that budget. And later on, we will be upgrading those cheaper parts. The cheaper parts are going to be the bodysuit, which is also a pleather material, and the boots, which are a pleather material. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the CRLs for the boots. Okay guys, so as you can see, you don't have to go really expensive on certain parts of this costume, because the CRL just says that, it needs to be leather or a leather-like material, okay? Now, I do want to recap a little bit on what we're doing here. We are building a 501st Vader. The Vader that we chose to go with is from the new Disney Plus Obi-Wan series. Now, there is no CRL up yet for that particular Vader. So what we're having to do is kind of look at screenshots, behind the scenes photos, go back and watch, Obi-Wan and pause it, do our best to try to paste this costume together until a CRL comes up. So what I decided to do really is the soft parts on Vader's costume has really not changed very much throughout the movies. The leather I say one piece, but it does come in like 3 different pieces. But you can get a one piece, which is what we did, which we'll be showcasing that eventually when that arrives. But that one piece, or 2-piece, 3-piece, whatever you want to call it, jumpsuit, it had not changed throughout the entire movie. It's the same jumpsuit, okay? The boots really didn't change. It's the same boots. The robe, the cape, none of that stuff really changed. So technically all your soft parts stayed the same. Except for the gloves, of course, because your New Hope gloves, they are different. Your Empire Strikes Back gloves are different. Your Return of the Jedi gloves are different in a small little way. So when it comes to the soft parts, I think your gloves are going to be your major differences, which we already covered that in episode 1. We did our gloves. Just to recap a little bit on that, in the new Kenobi series, Vader is wearing a New Hope style gloves. So we went back to a New Hope. We looked at that CRL and we made sure our gloves were within 501st standards, okay? Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the boots that we got. And then we'll reference them with the CRL as well, okay? So here is the boot that we got. Okay. It is a replica Vader boot. The only difference is this is pleather. It's not leather, but it looks identical to all the Vader boots that you're gonna see out there to get, including the zipper being on the back. Okay. Which brings me to my next package, this here. I got these because I wasn't sure where the zipper on these were gonna be located. I'm so glad they're on the back. Because the pictures that I saw, they had them on the side. Okay, and if you go back and you look at the 501st CRLs, it says the zipper cannot be visible in costume. Okay, and so I started thinking, I was like, well, if the zipper's on the side, by the time you add the shin armor, you know, you have your inner robe and the cape and everything, it's going to kind of be hidden, right? But to really make it hidden, I got these, which are a boot cover. But looking at the way these boots are made, we're not going to need these. So really, I'll open them just to show you guys, but I'm not going to be using them due to the fact that the zipper is on the back, which is awesome. I guess the company finally decided to copy an actual 501st boot. So they put the zipper here instead of here, which thumbs up to them. That's awesome. One less thing I have to worry about. So the next thing I'm gonna worry about right now is size. Okay. So real quick, I'm just gonna throw a sock on real quick, and I'm just gonna try one of these on. Let's see. Let's put the right foot on. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That fits really good. Perfect. Okay. So these came from overseas, okay? Hence why they're so cheap. They're pleather. They look just like the ones from Crow Props, right? If you go and look at Crow's Props and you look at these, they're pretty much identical, including the zipper being on the back. The only difference is Crow Props is more high quality. It's real leather, you know, and everything. This one is just a cheap replica of that, made in pleather. But yeah, it fits really good. And due to the fact that they came from overseas, I ordered one size up from my normal shoe size, and that made them fit perfectly. They're not too tight, they're not too loose, they're actually perfect. So yeah, if you get these guys, order one size up. Okay. So, like I say, those cost me about $100. And the only reason they were $100 is shipping and taxes. Because really, I found them on eBay. I just typed in Darth Vader black boots, and I searched those listings until I found something that was very close to what I was looking for. And these actually blew it out the park, because like I said, when I first saw a picture of these, the zipper was over here, and I was kind of like, yeah, and that's why I got these. But these, they blow my expectation. I mean, they they really do look like the Crow Prop boots. So real quick, 501st guidelines, right? Leather or leather-like material, check. Round toe, check. Okay. Those are really zipper not visible in costume. Well, it's in the back, so that's going to be, you know, the cape's going to be back here, the robe's going to be back here. You're not going to see this, so that is check. Okay, these boots will pass 501st. Okay. Now, if the zipper was on the side, okay, let's go ahead and say that, then I would have went with this. Which all these are boot covers. Nothing too fancy about them. I just got them to do the job, and they would have to be trimmed, of course, but it's just a big old long boot cover that this piece here goes underneath the boot itself. So technically, see if I can put this together for you guys so kind of show you an idea of what I was gonna do. It's kind of hard to do it when you don't have the actual boot on. Come on, work with me. Let me see. Gotta be an easier way to this. So technically, and then we would have trimmed it around that particular area right here. But all this would have done, and I would have trimmed it. I would have trimmed all this too to make it fit snugly down here on the boot and make it look like one actual boot. But that would have hid the zipper. Okay, but we're not going to need these due to the fact that the zipper is on the back the way it is meant to be. So these were cheap. Got them at a costume shop. All they were black boot covers. They were like 20 bucks. I mean, they're nothing too fancy really about them. They just do what they're made to do. They cover boots. Or they call them boot tops, right? But like I say, I'm not gonna need them. I just wanted to go ahead and showcase them, just in case you guys get a pair of boots that the zipper's on the side. You can go that route to kind of hide them to meet, you know, the 501st standards for Vader boots. Okay. Like I say, you can find these on eBay, guys. Just look up Darth Vader costume boots. And like I say, the picture of these, the zipper is on the side, but when you get them, the zipper is actually on the back, which is perfect. They upgraded them, I guess, and they were listed for like 30, 40 something dollars, something like that. It was really, really cheap. Where it got me though, of course, was tax and shipping. Ended up coming out, I think, to like 107 or something like that. But I'm very impressed with the quality. Well, I'm not gonna say the quality. I mean, it's pleather, but it's a Vader boot. I mean, it looks just like the one from Crow's Props. Only difference is it's pleather. It's not real leather. Okay, so we did go cheap on the boots. Okay, no big deal. They will pass. That's all that matters. Okay, later on we will upgrade to the more expensive high quality boot. Right now it's just being on a budget and getting there. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode of Vader Tech, guys, where we're talking boots. Okay, next episode, hopefully we can start getting into the bodysuit. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I will also post the CRL for the boots down below as well. The only thing I didn't do was measure the heel and stuff, which I know it's going to fall. It will fall within the standards, because the heel, there's nothing crazy going on down here. Crow Props does actually make another Vader boot, looks just like this one. The only difference is it's raised. All this is thick, and it's because they added a platform under here to add 5 inches to your height. So all your Vaders out there that are, you know, smaller, you would need lifts in your boots. Do not get the ones that are platformed, because it even says on Crow Props that those are not 501st approvable. Okay, so yeah, stay clear of those. Get the ones that actually look like these on Crow's Props if you're gonna go that route. All right, take care, guys.